Hey everybody, this is just something fun I wanted to show you real quick. This is a view of the Orion Nebula right here inside my paint program, and what you're looking at right here is an unaltered view of the Hubble version of the Orion Nebula. One thing you may notice that I've pointed out before about this place is that it's highly holographic, and it contains very all you have to do is just look at it for a couple of minutes. It's not like any other nebula out there, and I've looked at a lot of them. It contains very high holographic images. This, for example, I'll just circle a couple of these for you so you can see what I'm talking about here. So this is Eve right here that we see inside the creation of Adam. This is God's head that we see inside the creation of Adam. If I zoom in on that, you can actually see the inside of his ear, his eye, his mouth. Of course, this all overlays just perfectly, as I've shown you before. And if we zoom back out again, I'll show you some other ones that are really interesting. And then I'm going to finish and show you my red dragon here. So this bow that comes across that you see right here, this is God's arm. It's also the corpus callosum of the brain. We have some other interesting images. We have this woman right here. We have this old man right here. We have this woman right here. Zoom in on her. It's amazing how detailed they are, and their facial features remain proportional, which I think is also very interesting. Here she is right here. And you can see she's kind of looking in the direction of this trapezium right here. Her long hair and her face, and you can see that all of her facial features are proportional. This kind of thing happens all over this nebula, and it's got things all the way down to things that I've shown you, such as vertebrae, bones, things like this that you can see linked together. Right up in here you can see vertebrae inside this area right here in several of these things. You can see very holographic, very distinct images inside this nebula. This is not something that you'll find in these other ones. Now here's one thing I want to show you that is the coolest thing. This is the red dragon. See, the thing is that pareidolia that they talk about, if you've ever seen examples of pareidolia, they show you things like a plug outlet or something like that, where you see the two holes and then the ground, and the ground is the mouth, and that's your face, and that's what pareidolia is. But what we see here in the nebula is something highly detailed. Now, the red dragon is what you're looking at right here. And I'm going to show you a comparison here, but what we're going to do is we're just going to knock the levels down. So we're going to knock those levels down right here. Okay, I still had her face selected over there, so let's try this again. Alright, we're going to knock our levels down again. So we're going to choose a dark spot right near this thing. And if we take a look at our red dragon, you can see our red dragon right here, and I'll just show you a comparison. Here it is. And all of this is inside the nebula, as you can see. Just scoot it over here just a little bit. So as you can see that the red dragon and all its details that you see right here are inside the nebula. From the snout to the eye, which I colored a different color, but you can see the eye right here, all the way to the ears that come all the way back, the structure of the face. And see, you could call that pareidolia, but the thing is that it's so proportional all the way to the ridge above the eye, the snout, the shape of all this, that it's my belief, especially since we see these things, type of things painted in the churches and so forth, that this is something a lot different than pareidolia. What we're experiencing here, we're experiencing some form of consciousness that exists in the nebula. So anyway, there you go, and here is the image of the red dragon, cleaned up without all the extra stuff around it. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Talk to you soon.